Hello and welcome back to this series in Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile. We are playing the Framlings. We're gonna carry on from where we left off in the last episode. The last episode we restored Gondor. We installed Halbarad as a king. Um, he does have a bit of a mess to clean up. His current domain is 94 out of 6 um, holdings. We can see there the mess that he's currently having to handle. I don't envy him. Um, we need to do a couple of things here. One of the concerns I have is that I have to attack the Riddermark, and if I attack the Riddermark, then technically they can call on Gondor. Now Gondor is my ally. Um, we can try and call them in the conflict and see how that works out. We also need to attack Lothlorien for this duchy here. Um, and unfortunately Galadriel's army is actually quite potent, so we kind of depend on Gondor to win this. But I don't know how this is gonna behave because this looks like a mess. Um, we'll see what happens with this. Um, Other than that, our army is still recovering. We do need to obtain more prestige. So let's go ahead and get a bit more prestige. We'll wait for our army to recover a little bit. Royal Court. No, we're not doing that. In terms of our colonization efforts, this doesn't need any more development. This does, and this does. So let's move you there. This has broken away from Medlo Chicane. We will have to take this away so that they don't take it. We're gonna carry on with this feast, and as soon as it's done, um, we're gonna have to decide what to do, whether we attack Lothlorien first or Rohan. In the meantime, our army should recuperate a little bit. Uh, yeah, okay. Do we have people in prison? We do. Let's get these people out of here. And you want to do what? She wants to go to Far Harad. I don't think there's anything you can get us in Far Harad that would be beneficial to us. I'm not even sure which area is Far Harad. Like, okay, which part of Harad is that? Is that the west? Is that the east? Where is Far Harad? I have no idea which one it is. Which area is that referring to? I assume it would be in the east. Like towards Kand or something, but I don't know. Is the army recuperating? It is. We do need to hurry up and do something because he's 91. Um, his health is fine, but I'm pretty sure he's like one disease away from keeling over. But we do need prestige. What are you doing with your holdings, dude? You're slowly giving them away. You need to give them away faster, because your situation looks messy. So, this is done. So now the big decision is, do we invade this or do we invade the River Mark? Let's invade Lothlorien first. We'll call on Gondor. That's gonna cost us a fair bit. Elrond is gonna join the fray. We'll attack from the south, I think. So we're gonna raise our troops here. That white is so bothering. Can we ransom you first? Let's ransom you first. Let's ransom you second. Here comes Gondor. Whoa! You want to go to Harandor for 162 gold, I accept. And you want to go to the Westlands, but you're only competent. No, we don't need crowns, and we're not gonna spend 1,000 gold on that bow of yours. Truly unique, please. We seized an artifact. Let's capture this as well. What did we seize? Nah, this can die. This needs repairing, and it costs an arm and a leg to repair, but we will. The work fangs can disappear. You should be fine. Right, where are the holdings here? That one is there, so let's siege that. Are you coming to fight? You are. Let's go for flexible truces. We are now in firm. Wild orcs defeated. So that's a problem, because that means we can no longer hunt. You cannot hunt if you're in firm. So we only have feasts and races now. Whoa, 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 whoa. We lost our master of the horse. Let's find a new master of the horse. You'll do. What is our situation here? It's good for now. You need to siege faster, please. Surely, whatever, go away. So we got this. What? What just happened? This is gone. Ah, good job freeing Gondor. What do you make of that? For God's sake. What are we gonna do with this, huh? Look at this mess, it's everywhere. Everyone is fighting everyone. Oh, Jesus. How many soldiers do you have left? 11,000. Oh, God damn it. Right. How many soldiers do you have? 12,000. And we are sitting at 19. Let's declare for my claims and we'll call in Aragorn so he can't join Rohan, hopefully. I can vassalize you. We'll vassalize you. We can ransom you. Let's call Halbarad. See if he'll join us or if he'll join Rohan. That'll do, game. That'll do. No, I'll wear it myself, but what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna destroy it. This is such an eyesore. You're free to go. Crown of Heromor was the symbol of the Black Númenórean king of the same name. Takeover of the former Númenórean outpost of Harnendor, as well as his annexation of the Haradrim tributary kingdom of Amurun. Heavy and ill-fitting, the crown in many ways is symbolic of Heromor's reign. Its craftsmanship is middling by Númenórean standards, being a rush job. We are not really gonna benefit from this at all. Our alignment is not evil, so I guess that's completely useless for us. Out of curiosity, what does it give if you are evil? Dread, prestige, and intimidated. Vassal levy. Okay. Siege faster, please. We have our own mess to make. Let's siege that. I can't believe I'm looking at this. Why did we even bother to liberate them? So annoying. So annoying. Does that... No, we can't liberate them again either, because they're not occupied by evil. And I'm about to take his only alliance he has anyway. Because there will be no Rohan to come to aid for you. Yeah, please. And we also need to fabricate on that. You're all free to go. I don't want you in my prisons. Go away. Ah, he died of old age. Interesting. So that means if we look at this, he has 2 duchies, so we need to take away one of his duchies. So we lost a steward. Let's assign her, that's fine. How about that pretty face, huh? And she's sadistic. Let's siege this. No, we're not gonna do that. No. But you are, however, free to go. Yeah, no, we're not making that woodsman. Sorry. So there we go, that's done. Another counselor died. We have too many vassals, I would expect so. Uh, why are you upset with me? Too many duchies, offensive war, not the rightful liege, and 1 seat on the council. How many duchies do I have? Oh yeah, I have too many. Right, okay. So who held this before? You did. We're giving it back to you. Mark of the Wald. This duchy. You. And you also have that, okay? You can have it back. We're holding these and I don't want to, but there's not much I can do. You had the West Fold. Are you in my prison? No. This is. Okay. So, apparently the guy in prison is the guy who had the duchy. Yeah. Who held this? You did. Well, I'll pay for your travel expenses. Just come back so I can give you your stuff. Thank you. There you go. Do I have the duchy? I do not. And I can't make it, so you lost your duchy. I'm sorry, dude, but it is what it is. Right. So, do we have artifacts to destroy? We have the Orling House banner, and Eomer is not gonna want that back, I'm pretty sure. We're missing yet another counselor. Ah, yes, you. You now hate me less, so let's put you here, and now you're happy. In terms of this, you hold the kingdom. Let's see if you abandon said kingdom. In the meantime, do we have someone in our dynasty that we can give this to? Do you stand to inherit? You do. Okay, what about you? Do you have brothers? You're married in his house, so those children are out the door. I have no one to give it to. So for now, did you just marry her? Who is she? You idiot. This is why it isn't good to give your heirs counties, because they'll make stupid decisions. It's not an ideal situation to give them territories. It's ideal to keep them around so you can decide everything they do. Now we're gonna have to wait like for him to die to take control of him, and then for his kids to grow up, and it's just a mess. Well, at least he still has the Kingdom of Anorian and the Kingdom of Ithilien. He's gonna need a lot of counties to re-establish that, though. There goes another counselor. Whoa, he's a virtuoso arbitrator. That's that's quite an achievement. Good job. Very good job. I'm impressed. Right, so we still need to take his. We can. He's allied to Medlo Chicane though. How many troops? 4,000. That's a joke. Yeah, we can take him. We can definitely take him. We might as well. Do we have any alliance left? Just Halbarad. Okay. And he still has 9 months. I'm gonna pause for a second, I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. We do need to wait a bit before we attack Eomer to vassalize him. It is surprising to see him as part of the Order of Bema. He swapped religions. Apparently most of them have. We're gonna attack him in a bit. I want to see what the situation is in my internal factions. We have a few independent seekers. This one is surprising. Ah no, he's Rohirrim. Okay. Let's hit the books, although I think that's kind of pointless at this point. I can convince them. Why are you upset with me? Why are you involved in this? What? You have no connection with me. And you? Right, you're them. We'll need to stabilize our vassals, but it will be easier to do once we feudalize. Because at the moment they can just fight and absorb each other and it's obnoxious. They're not that powerful. None of them are. Let's attack him for the entire kingdom, I think. Actually, we can wait. I don't want to border Mordor directly. That's fine. We lost our caravan. No, we're not gonna do grand tournaments. We're invalids, basically. Can we host a horse race? We have funds. Let's do dynastic. Let's put up champions banners. 343 is expensive as hell, but we need prestige. This is so annoying. Are you gonna at least try to vassalize these people? Flexible truces, so does that decrease the amount of time for our truce? No, not really. So at this point we don't need to be here anymore. We can do wealth focus. Well, actually, what we can do, instead of doing that, we can do medicine focus, so that we buy ourselves yet a bit more time. We need at least Rohan. The rest of it can wait. We're literally just missing that bit of Rohan. No, we won't do that. Go. We did not win. I mean, it's a bit late to get open terrain expert, but okay. No, I'm not gonna shop. That's way too expensive. Éothéod is done. We can tribalize them. I'm not gonna do this anymore because we might get ill. Train in mounted combat. I suppose we can, in case we have another war. We need to give this to someone. You only have bowmen. I'll give you this as well. And we can colonize one more. Let's do that. How are you? And you? Okay. He's holding a horse race, but we're not gonna participate. You've started a faction. Yeah, okay. And he's been suzerain. Well, that's a problem. And here's the other problem. They can send an ultimatum soon. Let's see if we can improve the situation a bit. Who was in this faction? You for starters. Can we sway you? You don't have a lot of troops, but you have plenty. Why do you hate me so much? Too many duchies. Why? How many duchies am I holding? We still hold the Eastfold. What? Ah, yeah, we are. And we still hold the Carrack Vale. And this. Well, we don't need to hold this anymore, so let's give it to him. Ah, no, we do need to hold it. We need to hold it to restore this. God, that's annoying. We could destroy this, but it's gonna cost us prestige. We could hold a feast. Who needs improving? Which one of you is the most powerful? You look powerful. Which duchy are you? Okay. 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 2,000. Where are you? There. We could try and murder her. We can't, because we already tried. Let's see who we can appease. You're just awful. You're just awful. Uh, why are they so damn awful? $3,000, $4,000. Let's see if we can improve him. We'll throw in great opinion. If we can remove him from the faction, that would be good. In fact, I don't even care about you. Your troops are so few, it doesn't matter. Let's try to sway him instead. Our chance is very low. Are you guys fighting each other now? Yes, yes you are. But I'm not gonna intervene in that. Are you fighting each other? Who are you fighting? What? Can we can we help you with this? No. Liberty faction. Once independence. So that's the only main threat. They can send an ultimatum soon, in 5 months. When is this gonna happen? In 29 days. Yeah, we do want that. Come on, dude. We need to remove you from there. Open-minded should help. There we go. Some people dropped out. We're gonna toast him. And now they're too weak. So we've managed to repair this mostly. He should drop out of it soon. There we go. That's been solved. We could hold court. We're not going to. Vassal taken prisoner by whom? Right, so you're taking that one as well. Okay. I don't particularly care at this point. All we care about is for this to go away. And for him to live more than 2 years. If we can squeeze 3 years out of him, we've done what we wanted. Lonely towns. And Burseath. Right, we can tribalize this. You can hold one more. Which means we can colonize this now. We'll restructure our realm later. For now, the priority is to attack. Who is still hostile against me? Peasant rabble. Altburg, I understand. You. Because of offensive wars. Okay. So now people like me more. Just don't die, dude. We're so close to getting everything we wanted. Yeah, we can dispatch him. So this was where? Here. Uh, we gained a favor on him. We have a grand tournament. No, I'm not gonna join your grand tournament. Come on, dude, just a bit more. 20 months. And then we can vassalize Eomer and be done with reuniting the Éothéod. We can give away some of these duchies we've been holding. We can sort a lot of things out. This should be done. Yeah, let's improve this. We don't need to convince you anymore. We can abandon that. My friend died. Sure, we can indulge a little. I am really concerned about what will happen after we feudalize, because our army is gonna drop. You somehow managed to get 17,000 soldiers. Right, so who are you and where are you? Just them two? Um, no, we'll start this. You don't have the strength to oppose me. That'll do. We're gonna recruit you. Come on, dude. His health is poor. You need to last just a bit more, dude. Just a bit more. Is there anything we can do to prolong his life? Anything at all? We might have to. We might have to break the. This is gonna take time to siege. We might have to break the truce. Which would be a shame. Let's upgrade you. Can we call an elven healer? Didn't I see that around here before? Did we lose your friendship? No. I could swear I saw this here. Okay. I'm hanging by the edge of my seat, because if he dies before we achieve this, we're in big doo-doo. Let's speed this up a bit. No, we're gonna sell everything. It's pointless to improve him anymore. We'll take the money. That's a lot of money to have. What is the situation here? Almost done with that. Come on, dude. Stay alive. Oh! We'll be dead within a year. And I don't know how long the siege is gonna take. What, and I can't vassalize you? Right, let's do this. We're gonna feudalize. We're gonna restore the Éothéod. So the kingdom of the Éothéod restored. For long years, a remnant of the Éothéod of old clung on, a shadow of their former might, living hidden lives in the folds below the grey mountains. With the departure of Earl and Lothra, with the greater part of the Éothéod, the dwindling remnant were too weak to assert their claim to the Vale, and pressure from goblin raids and woodman usurpers long prevented any hope of a resurgence. Yet under the leadership of a new lord, the Framlings have rallied. Once again the northern vale is dominated by the sons of Fram, their valor proven at the point of a sword, and the kingdom of the Éothéod is resurgent astride the roots of the great river. There are even rumblings that the renewed northern kingdom may seek to assert itself over the sons of Earl and Lothra to the south. A proud folk resurgent. We're gonna need to proclaim the empire. That's gonna cost. We no longer need to hold this duchy. What are the natural borders of this kingdom? Okay. We no longer need to hold this duchy. That should remove some issues. We have too many things being in our territory. And you. And our army dropped to stupidly low levels. We're losing money. Some of it is because we're promoting a legend. We need to create the Empire title. Not this one though. This one. We now have the Empire of Non-Anduin, so let's look at the succession. So you. Who are you fighting and why? You need to give me this vassal. You need to get this crown. Do we have? We do not. What claims do we have? We have this one and this one. I don't care about that. Let's look at this. We need to give away this crown as well. Let's wait for you to respond to what I just said. The kingdom of the Éothéod restored. For long years my people have been but a shadow of their former might, living hidden lives in the folds below the grey mountains. With the departures of Earl and Lothra with the greater part of the Éothéod, the dwindling remnants were too weak to assert their claim to the Anduin Vale, and pressure from goblin raids and woodman usurpers long prevented any hope of a resurgence. Yet under my leadership, the Framlings have rallied, and once again the Northern Vale is dominated by the true sons of Fram. Our valor has been proven at the point of a sword, and the kingdom of the Éothéod is resurgent astride the roots of the great river. Among the bolder and more ambitious of my folk, there are even rumblings that the renewed northern kingdom should assert itself over the sons of Eorl and Lothra to the south. And the kingdom of Éothéod was destroyed, and we get resurgent Éothéod for 50 years, which would give us where? Okay, and we'd get what? Holding construction cost, building construction cost, faster building and development. That's cool, but we're still gonna be losing money, I think. We need a spy master. Sure. You're an evil lackey. We can give you this position. 30 days until we can attack. Yeah, I'm sure you think it's unjust, but wait till you hear what I have in store for you. We're gonna give you the kingdom title for now. And we're gonna retract this. We're gonna give you... You are my heir, yeah? Yeah, we're gonna give you your stuff back. I can't. I don't want him to get it. Okay, never mind. How is 21 days? Come on. We can attack. Oh, now we can forcibly vassalize you. Okay. Let's raise our troops. We have 11 months, I think. Roughly that. We could call... Oh, where is he? Him. Let's call him. So he doesn't join Elmer. That will do. Quickly intercept them. I accept. That's 50%. How high are you? 16. 6. Let's do the 6. My old self. Your old self is gonna be dead soon. The idea is we need to do this, and to do this we have to be friends with Galadriel. That's the problem. Siege faster, my dude. We have maybe 6 months left. My wardens, 99%, we've done it. So we can enforce demands. Excellent. Now. Now we need to do a few things. So first of all, we can finally do this. I will gain the nickname the Unifier. Before we do this, let's give Eomer his stuff back. We don't need this. Now he likes us. I'm gonna give you your vassal. This one. And this one. And this one. We lost. Okay, how good are you with diplomacy? You're good enough. Let's swap Lord Gaetano in here. And let's put Eomer as a marshal. You're raiding there. That's not good. We're losing money so fast it's unreal. How are we for time? We're close to the hour. So I guess we can do this. The only new thing we'll get is the Vanguard, which is better light cavalry than the light horsemen. But other than that, we don't really gain anything. We do get max size of light cavalry regiments and heavy cavalry regiments. They do more damage. The army will move faster and will have more knights. So let's do this. The Éothéod reunited. Since the days of Jarl and his great ride south, in truth none have reigned over all of the Éothéod. Some lagged behind under Leofre, settling the southern Anduin Vale, whereas some refused to leave at all, eking out a tough and fragile existence in the lands of the northern Anduin. Yet word reached us that this long sundering is no more. Now the great High King Erwigiar of the non-Anduin has claimed the mantle of a reunited Éothéod, calling on their peoples to cast aside that which divides them and come together as one people once more. In every court the question is now asked, which way will the Horse Lord turn now? Fourth Eorlingas. So, let's unpause for a second. Come on. There we go. We now have Númenórean legal foundations. We get trebuchets, men-at-arms, advanced bow-making, hoardings, knighthoods, because the Rohirrim had them. And we get access to all of these. We can enact primogenitura, but I don't think we can do this while at war. Oh no, that's not the problem. We're simply missing this. We literally don't have enough fame. We don't have enough prestige, and I don't think we're gonna be alive long enough to change it. What is this war about? The Kingdom of Ithilien. Who is in this war? A bunch of people. Let's check the de jure situation. It hasn't really changed. So that's a problem. Realm of the Éothéod. Why? Because it changed or something. Wait a minute. Ah, you have your own duchy south. Of course you do. I wish we had enough. Can we not create some titles to get? Titles can be created. We can create this. And this. Can we now change to primogenitura? We can. Boom. So now we're set to primogenitura. So he stands to inherit everything, yeah? Yeah. So we can get you out of here. Because we have the claim. And I think we've just resolved our situation. You can be given away. Yeah. And what are you? A temple. You can be given away. We still have too many duchies. We can give it to you for now. Just to settle this. And we also have this. You can have it. Well, actually, no. Let's give it to someone here. There you go. We still need Kalinardhon, and I don't understand why the borders haven't changed. But we've kept Orthanc, which is good. We can make iron mines here. Okay. So there we go. We stabilized the kingdom somewhat. Our economy is in the gutter though. We can recruit more military. We can't afford more military. Gondor is a mess. But at least they're fighting against Sauron together. Not all of them. Some of them. And we can't afford to help them for long because our taxes are a mess as well. But the decisions have been taken. So at this point, I suppose from here the road forward is to stabilize the kingdom. And I think Galadriel, after the main character dies, I think Galadriel is gonna start pushing into the forest. But I don't particularly care because what we needed this province to reunite the Éothéod, which is why we fought against Galadriel so strongly, because we couldn't let her get more strong for us to take this away from her afterwards. We had to take it while she was still weak. Now she's probably gonna start attacking us, and I'm inclined to just surrender these provinces because I don't particularly want it. What I wanted was to get the decision done. And it is done. The Éothéod have been brought together. I am curious, do we have any regional things to take? Yes, we do. We can take Protectors of the Deep, which means we'll have access to Eorlinga's warriors, which are extremely good heavy cavalry. And to, if you go away, and to Westfolders, which are very decent heavy infantry. Apparently, if 60% of the counties of the Éothéod are in the plains of Rovanion, we could also adopt this, and we would have access to Aivathuda cavalry, Aivathuida, Rovanian cavalrymen and freemen of Rovanion. I don't particularly care about this one, or the Republican legacy. Wardens of the Forest would give us Forest Wardens as men-at-arms. They're archers, but they're not particularly great. And strong kinship doesn't really matter. So we could, for instance, adopt Protectors of the Deep and People of the Plains if we move enough of our culture in the plains of Rovanion. The plains of Rovanion would be, let's see if we can highlight this, would be here. So how much of... That's a lot of Éothéod. We would have to convert all of this to Éothéod, and maybe then we'd have access to Rovanorim troops. But we need to fix the economy, and we need to be able to fight Mordor. I'm not gonna do that in this episode, obviously, because we're well past the hour mark. I'd say we're getting close to finalizing this series. I'm not interested in painting the map in the colors of the Éothéod. We could prolong this series for a few more episodes, but I suspect I'm gonna stop after that. For now, we're gonna stop the episode here. Feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, help me grow my channel. Thank you for watching if you've watched this far. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.